the old Hungarian zelt barn, 2 halves, pole pegs. Had it a while now. Picked it up. Well, I say I've had it a while. Russ has had it a while. Picked it up the other day from him when we met up, done it last weekend. Never had one. Had a Polish one before, and yeah, alright. I've always wanted to have a play with this. I like the camo and a bit of the canvas. You know, canvas is nice, but it is heavy. So brought it out today to have a quick look at, put it up, see what it's like. I can actually lay down in this. German kit mat laid in there and stay set. No problems at all. I'm 6 foot. Yeah, no issues. It's not too bad. It's nice dark. Ideal for winter time, really. But not something I want to hoof about too much though, because it is bloody heavy. Right. Package, so some golf on the go. Got some stuff in it to use up. So I'm going to do that. Do some enough for a brew. It was a spur of the moment thing today. Well, I would have been out doing a video on the contents of my Bergen and belt kit and smock kit, which I used the other day at the trip out with the others. But that can wait for another time. Today's just about getting out and having a chill. Right, that's just a Dutch poncho and bungees. A long time ago I picked up a load of Dutch rations minus the main meals. They had the breakfasts in them, dehydrated. So I'm just trying these out. There we go, 2 rations left over from last time. I'll knock one up, see what that's like. I've not tried that one before. There's my spoon. Lovely. There's a large herd of fallow in here. No, it's not tick, thank God. Don't like ticks. But yeah. Well, nice chocolate muesli. And you can see in there, just the chocolate muesli. It's got a nice gusset on the bottom. I'm not on my own today. I've met up with Eddie, Alan, and I forgot the other fella's name. But yeah, so it's just a nice, easy day in the woods. Oh, bugger off you. This is not for you. No. That's Baldrick. Go on, off. Shh. Go on, bugger off. Good boy. Go on, go. Yeah, right. Have I left it here? I've left it over there where we're sitting, but I'll have this and then I'll bring you back and we'll go through what I've actually brought you out here for. Just give you a little tour inside. Yeah, plenty of room, loads of room for kit and oneself. Candle going in there, it'd be lovely. Oh, I'll be back anyway. Right, I'm back just as the water boiled. Excellent. Just give this a... There we go. Are you supposed to have muesli hot? Ukiyama, that's hot. Right, while that's reconstituting, I'll take you through. Right, carried this with me last week, no, 2 weeks ago, on a little trip down to Salisbury with the boys. It's padded, I can put batteries in there and other bits and bobs, and I put my camera in it, that camera in there as well, hence why I use that. It doesn't need spraying up. But this is what I'm about to talk about. A lot of preppers, survivalists, blah blah blah, and all those people running around with tinfoil hats, they're all saying the same thing. Oh, you know, you don't want to be seen, you're going to bug out, you're going to do this and move at night and all that. You ain't moving at night. You've got no possibility of doing that because you've got no night vision. So I looked into it and I came across this night vision scope with IR illuminator. Just check see if the battery's in there. I can't remember if I took it out or not. No, battery's not in there. Does work. Right, I used one of these way back in the day. A friend of mine had one. It's called Zenit AT, AV even. Let me see it on the front there. Where it shows up. Can't see it. There, you might be able to see it. It's branded under Bushnell Night Vision. Okay. But this is you get your eyepiece there where you obviously look through, and you adjust that end to your eyes, and then this end you adjust your distance. It says out to, I think it's a couple of 100 metres, something like that, I can't remember offhand. But this one doesn't use batteries. It's a couple of squeezes and zoom that in. Yeah, it works a treat. I mean, I can see through because there's a little tiny pinhole, but you're not supposed to expose these to light. But anyway, like I was saying, I took this away, tried it out. I managed to get the battery a day before because it takes a peculiar little battery. I've just kept it in this little case at the minute. Stop it interfering or going bad. So £5 something a battery. There's the battery. You can see it. Probably not. Let's put my glasses on it. I'll tell you what one it is. It is a CR1-3N. Right. It's 3 volt, and I can't remember what the designation is now on the internet when I bought it. But anyway, it's about £5 something for that. So I bought one, and luckily enough, it turned up the day before I went away. So anyway, gets out to where we was going, got on the area, or before we even got on the area, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, we was on military training area. So military training area, sentry points, onto the area, IR cameras and such. Switched that or squeezed that without even using the IR. Switched on a night vision and looked, and you can actually pick up the IR then from the camera, and you can see the cone of light, which is your IR light for the camera at night. So we was able to box round. So there's a plus point then. So then we already planned our route in. So using the scope every now and again, you're not going to be on it and glued to it because you're just going to burn your eye out. It's up, look, yep, go. Did that every now and again, and we tracked all the way round to get into where we wanted to. And it even picked up the shadows cast in the dark. So you can actually see shadows in the dark. It worked that well. It worked at a few 100 metres distance as well. All right, we had a good part of the moon that weekend, but it was really good. And then we moved into the woodland, so obviously there's less light now, so I switched on the IR illuminator, and what that did was, it's like having a torch put on. It's really bright. You know, you've got leaves in front of it, it glares back at you. So I focused on that, and I could actually pick out individual, if I get one, individual blades of grass and such. And you can look down, you can scan where you're walking. Every now and again you can make sure you're not tripping over obstacles or falling down obstacles and such. And that's what we did. So it comes in very, very handy. If somebody was to come across that train area at night using IR beacons, ID panels, anything like that, it would have picked them up as easy as anything. It also proves that kit, it doesn't have to be brand new to be infrared reflective or infrared, like to mute down infrared, because I looked at Russ and I could tell that his Union flag on his jacket weren't an original because it flashed up white. The cuffs on his smock flashed up white. I mean, I've got my belt kit sprayed, that didn't flash up, so it blends in. So it's a good way for checking that. So yeah, having some form of night vision does give you an advantage, because if it really did go tits up and you was on the run with not a massive Bergen or belt kit, but just a day set like that, something to sleep in, something to sleep under, something to boil water, you know, the usuals, then as soon as night time comes, you've got to hold up, because you can't move at night, because sound travels, smells, everything like that. You want to put as much distance between you and a hostile in a non-permissive environment as possible. That's the other reason why I carry some form of optics, whether it's a small scope, pair of binoculars, anything like that, because I can keep them at a distance always. It's also good for checking out, planning out your routes. If you do come across somewhere where you can't box around, you can get eyes on. You can see if they've got some sort of pattern, whether they're lazy, whether they're quite fresh and alert. But then maybe you can sneak through just as it's getting dusk or dawn. Because unless you've got night vision, you are holed up throughout the night. So that is why there's more to come when I do find the time to get out and use this and travel at night, do navigation at night and such. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. I will get round to doing a video. I can see a baldy sneaking up on my smock kit, mind the camera, belt kit and Bergen kit, and I'll also at some stage do one on my day sack, whether it be this day sack or another day sack, which is more a realistic sort of loadout for what you'll be doing if you really are on the run. And yeah, big thanks to Jetball for keeping me in Bruges over that weekend, and many more to come. Lovely. I've had 2 Jetballs before, sold them both, wish I never sold them. End up getting a third one and I ain't selling that bugger. Anyway, bye for now. Catch you later, guys.